Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August and Leo season. I hope you guys are happy to be here. I'm happy to have you. And we are doing tarot only today, so I'm excited about that. My name is Veroosh, by the way. Hey guys, hey. And so we're going to have a members only read that I'll tell you guys about at the end, okay? So what we're doing today is taking a snapshot of your next month. We're taking a look at your general overview, then a singles forecast, and a couples message. And so I'll go through each one in detail in the next few minutes, and I hope you get some messages from that. If something isn't resonant, then just let it go and try something else, okay? Maybe watch for another aspect in your chart. Sometimes that helps. Okay, so we have the Hierophant first. That's the card of Taurus. It's also an earth sign like you are. But overall, I feel as though there's an emphasis on community for you. Now, this is just, by the way, but I just filmed your full moon video for July 24th. And it had, all the full moon videos are kind of extend past, the full moon. And so they look forward a month or two, and your trend really is financial. Again, you have a strong financial trend into the fall. You're just starting your high point of the year, and so all of these things are wonderful. And one of the messages in that full moon reading was that there are people around you who care a lot about you and who want to support you in what you are doing, and they're stepping up to the plate for you on your behalf. Here is the next message. We have the Four of Wands. Now this is for singles. Singles, if you don't want to be single, Four of Wands is for you. It's a good card for marriage. It's a good card for love. There's an indication of happiness here around the home, connectivity with people that you care about. We'll see a little bit more in a minute. These are just introductory snapshots of what's going on. And couples, you have the Eight of Cups. Now this card, unfortunately, is beautiful, but it's painted in a very sad way. The Eight of Cups is actually indifference, right? So it's Saturn in Pisces, and it's a state of indifference or kind of walking past certain things or letting certain things go. So this can be actually a positive thing in a couple relationship, because some things that could be very much aggravating one partner about the other could be alleviated at this time. We'll look a little bit more in a minute. I'm also rolling dice for each of these options, so we're going to have a sign and a house to be interested in. So overall 11th house, and if you go back into your playlist and check out that full moon reading, you will see that friends are a huge part of your near future destiny the next several months. Also, you want to be on the lookout for Scorpio people, or people who have Scorpio signs. They're lucky for you at this time. Okay, now singles. Dice roll. Sorry, something's in my throat, but I want to keep going. We have the 10th house. So something like, look around areas of work and your career, your public life, where you spend your day-to-day life. There could be lucky connections for you there. And then Virgos are lucky for you. If you're single, Sun, Moon, and Rising Virgo, they might have Virgo somewhere in their chart. Okay, now couples, let's roll the dice for you and see what's up. For you, it's communication, 3rd house. I sense that if you're in a couple, there's been a lot of back and forth bickering. A lot of, getting upset with each other over small details. And when people just have enough of each other and so they're just bickering back and forth, I feel like that's what's been going on, and that's actually what's stopping. That's why I think this Eight of Cups is optimistic for you. We have the Scorpio energy too. So you have Scorpio and Virgo, all the M's in the house. So anyway, so there you go. Let's take a look a little bit clearer. I'm going to clarify each one. So the first row is the general energy. The second row represents how it's developing. And we'll pick 3 cards for each. to take a look a little bit closer. So we have the Two of Cups. This deck has two of Cups. One's the friendship one, one's the love one. This is the friendship one. That's not bad. We have 10 of Wands. I really feel like from the other reading, overall, over the next month, you're getting a lot of help from people. A lot of people are kind of like coming to help you in your goals and what you're trying to achieve. And then we have the Tower, which is a change. So you're putting a lot of effort towards making a massive change in your life, and people are really helping you to achieve that. So I feel as though, yeah, time for transformation. Saturn is in your second house overall, which is the money house, which means that this is a huge time for you to restructure your life financially, away from the way it was before. Everything that didn't work before needs to go, and this is the optimal time to do that. So I think many of you are sort of putting a lot on your shoulders. You're putting a lot on the table for yourself to work through. And I think at this time, and I'll extend this right until December for you guys, I think friends are going to be monumental, and they're going to do so much for you. It's such a good energy, such a good frequency from friends, that you will be very excited and touched by how people love you and, you know, how much they want to show you support. Okay, so now singles, let's see, 10th house, Virgo, and the 4 of Wands. So your single life is orienting towards communities and groups. Your career, your professional career is somehow a part of this. I really feel like there's connections that you're having with people in your daily life, in your public life. Let's see how that clarifies. This 4 of Wands can mean marriage. So if you're meeting someone, they could be a potential partner, moving in together. Typically it has the woman and the man in the Rider-Waite deck standing around 4 Wands, right? So we have this very like home-like atmosphere, very kind energy. And then we have Virgo, a frequency around you. So we have Emperor. This is giving us some big signs of love coming into your life. A couple cards turned over, but I'm not going to pull them out. I'll just show them to you. So we have a final decision is made about a situation that you felt bad about. I feel like you're gaining distance from that as well. Capricorn energy right now is a lot about letting go and walking away from the past. You guys have been through a lot in the last couple years because of that transit in Capricorn. And so now you're kind of in a new phase by passing those astrological transits. Okay. We have the 7 of Wands, sticking up for yourself. Some of you have put a lot of effort into where you live. Some of you, I know this is a love reading, but I feel like maybe to build up your business or to build up who you are, you've put a lot of effort into that. We have Temperance. To me, this seems like somebody could be approaching you with something serious on their mind in terms of relationship. At first, I feel like you're on the defensive. I don't feel like, or maybe one person's approaching the other person. They're on the defensive. They're not open to that. And they're not open to that. But that person's going to apply a lot of gentle frequency towards it. This person's going to try a lot to sort of, communicate and have a conversation with the person who's being defensive. So it's most likely that this is happening to you. Somebody's approaching you with some serious energy with regard to love. And I don't think you're having it. And if you're not, if this is the case, you're doing that because you've worked really hard to where you're at and you're sort of paranoid about losing it. So you're just like, I'm not so open to this frequency at this time because this is a risk and, I need my things to fall in line and I don't have room in my life for that kind of thing. And if that's the case, this person's going to comply and they're going to take their time with you. They're going to not push the agenda. They're not going to try to convince you too quickly. They're just going to take their time and allow you to sort of take your time. But I think that their intentions are real. We'll see more in a minute. Couples, let's see what's this 8 of Cups about. 3 of Wands. Right away from the 3 of Wands, I'm getting that somebody was waiting for something within a relationship to happen, you know, just waiting for the partner to start help cleaning or start doing something that was promised. Somebody was waiting on something that was promised. And then we have the 2 of Swords, okay? And there's like an indecision there, Moon in Libra, and 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel as though I think that there's a bit of an ultimatum here, that somebody has been waiting for something to happen within the relationship for a very long time. And I think that there's been this like no movement, no change within this situation, which is causing the person who's waiting to sort of start to give up hope and let go of this situation. But it's also, as they're walking away, this is putting the other person in sort of an ultimatum. And so they have to figure out if they're going to step up or if they're going to let go. And so I think they're going to step up, which is the Moon in Taurus. I think that this might have to do with generous giving or being generous back. So it's funny that I said cleaning, but it could literally be an issue of one person cleaning and the other person not cleaning. It could be also in terms of intimacy, you know, one person being generous while the other person being passive in some way, or any kind of energetic exchange on a physical level that in which one person was giving more and one person was taking more, right? Okay, so now we're going to clarify one more round here, and that's going to tell us where things are going. Like, this is the progress, but now we're going to have the result. And then members, I'm going to go over to your video. It'll be linked at the end, and we're going to do behind the doors reading, which means the secrets for the general and 2 intimate readings for singles and couples. Okay, and they've been fun to do so far. I just thought, you know, Sun in Leo, Mars in Leo, it's kind of saucy time. So I was going to give you guys a little fun reading. Okay, so let's see what's going on for general readings for the Taurus. So community, very important. Community is important. Somebody's putting in a lot of effort to change things around, to change a situation for the better. Now let's see some cards. Again, Tower. So Capricorns, get ready for something. Something's coming your way. And it's big, whatever it is. It's a big transformation. I think it's your own doing, meaning I think you're putting a lot of effort to change something around. And I think that other people are helpful to you. Definitely somebody's heart is on the line. The Knight of Cups can represent a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So whenever you're reading, if you're ever reading for yourself or whatever, when you have the Tower so much, be very wary of thinking that it's going to be something bad. Because oftentimes it can take like a tough situation, which is the 10 of Wands, and turn it around for the better. This can also mean that in a situation that is difficult for you at this time, somebody shows up in the darkness and shows you kindness and help and changes the situation for the better. Then we have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in water, and then we have the 6 of Cups, which is Scorpio, Sun in Scorpio. That's energies that's come up a lot. Okay, so let's see what's next. We have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel as though you're putting in a huge ton of work towards something. And I feel like people are very much supportive of the direction you're going and the efforts you're putting into what it is that you're doing. I feel like there's people who are literally coming in to help you, which is the Knight of Cups, possibly the Queen of Swords. And your separation from something is your liberation. So, you know, it's not a relationship, but it could be like a friendship or a platonic connection with other people. I think that there's definitely removal from some type of environment that was not good for you or maladaptive for you. and now you're setting towards some good path. It's going to be extremely lucrative, and that's come up in both readings. Money is coming in. I feel as though your love readings will come up sort of flat, because I think that the big thing that's going on in your lives is financial, and so love kind of takes a back seat. But there have been messages in that full moon reading, for example, of someone coming through with a love offer, and this showed up here as well, because we have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. There could be some kind of offer made. Something good is coming out of something that is done, and very abruptly done. This could be an environment. This could be literally a job change for some of you. You're leaving your job, and then someone's giving you a better way out. But that's only if your job is horrible and you have to go, and it's kind of the last resort situation. So if you're kind of going through stuff at work, or you're in limbo about it, this isn't for you. This message is for someone where literally, you realize you're working with the mob, and you gotta get out of there really fast, okay? What I get is you working really hard towards an outcome. There'll be probably a lot for members there. What's the secret? There's secrets there. Let's see. So now let's take a look at singles. We have the Ten of Cups. You could be very happy dating someone at this time. It could be a very public interaction where you spend a lot of time in public places. You have a certain belief system that puts things on hold. Is there a belief that you have that puts things on hold, or do they have a belief about something that makes you want to stop, or at least slow down the relationship? It looks like that maybe. Then we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Secondary transits in fire, Sagittarius or Aries. Two of Cups comes up. So I just feel like somebody's saying something. Seven of Wands again. That's the same card as here. Seven of Wands. So there's definitely some... It looks to me as though there's a belief system or something that you hold in your heart, or maybe it might be the other way around, that is in some way like causing delays, or you need a delay with how things are going. And so I think that you're going to receive that. I think you're going to receive someone who understands that maybe you're not open. It feels like a belief, like you believe, or someone believes something that is slowing down the situation. Like there's some level of discomfort about the way things should be. Maybe like, for example, if you're thinking of moving in together, maybe you don't feel so comfortable with that. And so you're putting the brake on things. There is definitely a King of Swords here for some of you guys that's showing you love. Like I said, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. It could be a long-standing friendship that's turning into something serious. And I feel as though also you're very guarded at this time, singles. I really feel like you have other things going on. You could also be having one situation play out while there's something else that's catching your eye in another environment. So, such as at work, you've met someone, and now the person you're seeing, you're not sure about. And that's okay, because these are very strong cards. So you should wait to see how that plays out, right? So you have kind of stuff going on both sides of the table. Okay, so singles, that's what's going on with you guys. We're going to clarify everything with members. So, okay, then we have the Magician. I love this card. In a relationship, I feel as though one partner wants the other partner to be more assertive, to show their love more, or be present in some way. And then we have the Two of Swords, Moon in Libra. Same card as here. Maybe that's a message for someone. There's a real strong feeling that there's a lack of knowing what to do, a lack of ability to know what to do and how to affect a situation. And then we have the Hierophant again. And so that's the card that we have over here. So that's significant for you. I feel as though one partner is teaching the other person a lesson. I think one of the partners was definitely trying to overstep certain boundaries. They were not fulfilling their due diligence, and I think somebody's been waiting for them to be forthcoming and be more open, or be more, like, try more in the situation. And I think that it came to the point that it essentially was like, are you playing games with me, or is this a relationship, sort of question came up. And I think that the other person is sort of in a shock. I really feel like the person who has not been like equal in some way is in shock and maybe in some sort of disarray. Let's see the next message. We have the 9 of Rods, and then we have the King of Rods, and then we have the 5 of Cups. So somebody's waiting. I feel as though it really hurts the person who's not been very open or giving. I think that they have a personal block that makes it very hard for them to come out of their shell in some way and be reciprocal in an even way. And I feel like that is going to they're privately, like, there's a lot of sadness in their heart for what's going on within the relationship, what's going on within the dynamic. I think they feel very much put in their place. There's like a feeling of, like, you know, I think that, you know, sometimes the difficult emotions are the greatest motivators. It really feels like this person's invested in the other person. There's just some kind of disconnect in their mind. And so they're setting back, and they're really hoping that things will work out. But there has to be some, like a levee has to break, like something has to change for that to happen. So they're waiting for that. Maybe it's something within them that needs to change, or something about the relationship that needs to change before they open up. So they can see the other person wanting more attention or wanting more reciprocity and equality in the relationship, but there's something within them that's holding them back. So we'll take a look at that. Mind you, these two cards, these two piles are going to be intimacy readings, so there might be of a different frequency altogether, but members, you guys can watch that in the click through here, in the cards, and in the description. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful Leo season in August. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And everyone, you know, best wishes. It looks like the outcome is good. I don't think this is not a hopeful outcome. I think this is you getting under your partner's skin and motivating them to challenging them to do better. So it's up to them now to decide if, you know, if they want to, but their feelings are definitely triggered, and they want the situation, so they better smarten up, sort of thing. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Bye.